I'm back. Welcome to Wednesday Night Worlds 2. I'm actually going to enjoy this video. You'll see why, but you'll have to wait till the end. A little bit of background on Wednesday Night Worlds, and also the state of the driveway, because I probably get more messages about that than, my cycling tips and things like that. So the driveway, as of right now, is not going on. That is no one's fault, but I guess the red tape of the city and the bureaucracy that exists there. Also Oracle, I guess. They're the ones that bought the land and were going to give it to the city as a park, but apparently the land has to go up for auction and no one's going to outbid fucking, a massive tech company. All hail. So yeah, it'll be cool. It'll get turned into a park, but like anything that you have to deal with the city, it takes forever. So yeah, and everyone's kind of unresponsive at this point. So at least we're trying, but it's falling on deaf ears. So that sucks. And there's obviously a void to fill. I mean, Austin is one of the. Driveway is actually the most participated in criterium in the country, by far, exponentially more than the closest competitor. I made a little graph on it. And yeah, so there's a big void. There's a lot of people that want to race, but we don't have anywhere to go. So I found this little piece of land, which actually was, it's in a floodplain. All of this, what you're seeing, used to actually be a neighborhood with tons of houses around it. Those were all, swept up in a flood and now pretty much uninsurable, unless you want to pay $5,000 a month for, homeowners insurance. I gotta stop saying it's a problem. So yeah, FEMA bought the park. There's I think 3 residents still residing within the park. It's kind of Mad Max style in there, to be honest. This park itself is, I wouldn't say anyone. See, there's a mattress. No one's using this park for its intended use. I've walked up on multiple people just getting head in their car from probably a sex worker. I think that's the politically correct term. Or just selling drugs. Or just living there, in the park. They pull up their car, camper van, whatever the fuck, and live in the park. And just throw trash everywhere. So I was well, this might be a better use of the park. And technically there's no stop sign, so it's really just hey, it's a group ride that goes around circles and circles and circles until 60 minutes into the race, and then there's 2 laps to go. So yeah, it's fun. Attendance has been pretty solid. It's 80 something people sometimes, so that's nice. Someone has to fill the void. And I like doing things for the community. I like helping others. No matter how many times someone will call me a narcissist, I do love bike racing a lot, and I think it's really fun, and it has given me many opportunities, specifically the driveway. I would be nowhere. I've got to travel the world to go race a bike because driveway, so it's pretty sick, and hopefully it comes back next year, but more on that, and this might get permitted. We'll figure it out. I don't know who's working on that. Don't sue me. Anyway... Yeah, what are we doing here? We're bike racing, and I think I mentioned this, but the format for Wednesday Night Worlds is you race for 60 minutes, starting at 6:30, and then at when it's 7:30, you pretty much have 2 laps to go. It's very much community organized. Actually, here's some clips, by the way, of people helping out. You can see right here. Look at this guy. He's just leaf blowing. He's just out there. He's I don't want to dust the corner. He fixes it. All right? Take it into your hands to do something. Don't just bitch about shit on the fucking internet. Also, look at this lunatic in this clip. He just brings a machete out onto the course and is just chopping down a tree that's right there that gets in his way. There's a problem. Do something about it. Someone also quick-created some of the corners because there's potholes. I don't know who did it. But again, just fucking, I don't know. If you don't have shit, fucking make something happen. It's also sick that I found this neighborhood because there is a DIY skate spot called Lizard Ditch around the corner, which I've been running BMX at for a number of years and donating money to, so these hoodlums can ride skateboards in a ditch, and the city doesn't give a fuck what we do there. So it's pretty tight. But that's a long rant. This is 5 minutes of me just talking straight. So now here, this corner is Look at this. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm pretty far back. You've heard me say this numerous times. So I actually, adeptly moved through the Peloton. I'm just going to, do a couple thousand watts here. Just to, move up a couple places. I'll stop saying as well. It's fun. You know what's really nice about this course, though? It's actually, like, completely shaded. So even in, like, the hot summer days that we're going to get, actually, I think it was, like, 100 degrees today. Or at least when this race was. I'm about a week behind. So, yeah, it's really wonderful. It's not, like, exposed. It's not like I'm racing a parking lot crit or something like that. There's Zach Stein, beautiful teammate, or ex-teammate, I'm on ride bikes now, which is fun. But yeah, so I just need to move up a little bit because, like any race, like I don't start really doing anything until like 15 minutes in because I don't warm up. And actually, I think maybe here's my first attack. And like I'll be the first to say it. I've lost a lot of my like snap that I used to have. I haven't really been training that because usually on the last lap I'm getting pretty gassed, so it's like I focus on being able to be there. Now some people say, Chris, holding 1200 watts for 20 seconds, like that's a good amount of snap. Well, it's not what it used to be. So I'm aging. I'm gonna be 33 in a month. So yeah, so the ravages of age, behold. But yeah, so I'm trying to break away here, at least like make things interesting. Again, this is a training race. All you motherfuckers who watch like YouTube videos on how to be a better bike racer, YouTube's not gonna fucking do it, okay? Like, the only way I've ever got better at bike racing is by racing a fucking bike. You're not gonna think of a YouTube video in a corner when a guy's up the road and there's like 3 other guys in front of you what to do, okay? The only way you can get better at bike racing is to bike more, race more, that's it. Sorry to be a little didactic there, but someone's gotta tell you. I'm looking back. I don't think anyone's there, or maybe there's like 1 or 2 riders that are following me. We'll see. Who's this guy? Oh yes, this kid. I forget his name in the moment. Very strong. Beautiful hair. And then we have Justin Stanley, an old teammate of mine, who probably is on mile like 300 for the day. Happy to see him out. He kind of, I don't want to say took a hiatus from riding, but didn't see him for a while. But yeah, we're just cruising along. It's gonna be like this for a little bit. All right, now here, we ended up getting caught. I'm not gonna go through it, like it just kind of happens. There's a lot of people not represented. So, this is a good straightaway depending on the wind. I think there's a tailwind today. The wind honestly switches up here. And it definitely affects how the race goes. It's not like immune to the effects of the wind. Like it'll be like a dead ass headwind. I think that was my coach, Wanger. Shout out if you need a bike fit or something. He's the fucking man. Yeah, I'm just rolling. I'm like, okay, I gotta get there. It's too big. And again, like it's like, is this, in my best interest to try and catch it? Yeah. It's like, could someone else do it? Sure. Do I want to get stronger? Yes. There's literally no podium for this race. There's no prizes. There's nothing. You get a picture, maybe of you winning. I have plenty of those, okay? I don't need more. Getting a little angry. Now, I don't know what's happening here. Let me observe. I think I'm feeling stupid again. I think I'm just gonna have some sort of like aneurysm and just decide to go. Yeah, see, I'm just pedaling up gradually, 300 watts, nothing to worry about. And then I'm super ignorant. So I try and just jump all the way to the side so they have to like kind of cover a little more distance. But I think there's like already like 10 guys like just charging, because no one else is, or few people are attacking. Because they're all like, I'm just going to wait for a sprint. I'm like, I'm not going to let you sprint against me. Oh yeah, there was one guy up the road. I forgot about that. We have a little crowd sometimes. It's cute. The neighbors come out. Like, people walk their dogs, and then they're like, what the fuck are these kids doing? And it's like, they just chill. They're just hanging out, and then they watch us bike race, which is kind of, it's cute, It's also, like, really beautiful. Like, right now, there's a lot of wildflowers in the fields, and oftentimes, when I'm just in a breakaway, I'll just, like, look over, and I'm like, look at all these, it's like an Indian blanket. I don't know if that's the correct, politically correct term, again, for what those flowers are. but that's what, we call them in Texas. So yeah, I think someone's on my tail. I'm not sure. Yeah, there is. You can see the shadows like Peter Pan. Okay, what are we doing here? There's potholes. Someone, I won't name who, spray painted around those potholes so you have a better idea of, where they are. Oh, look, he's back again. Look at there. There's his hair. And now we're just, making it stick. It's going pretty hard, too. If I'm doing like 500 watts on its wheel. The different colored socks, I'm not so sure about. I think people call that like sock doping or something. I don't know. I hate those terms. Whatever. I'm not making fun of them. It's just not something I would do. Okay, this clip right here. I have no idea what happens. I don't know if he has like a aneurysm or like an intermittent bout of autism or something, but he just kind of like swerves way the fuck over. Corrects, he catches himself, he doesn't kill anybody, but I don't know what the fuck happened there. Okay, so what's happening here? I think I'm feeling dumb again. I think I need to attack. And actually, no, it looks like Zach does it. And then Willie. Willie is like the strongest man. Okay, he just goes. So I'm like, yeah, it's like, I'm ready. It's like 1300 watts to get up there. Also just to have a little momentum to kind of spring past him. He knows that like if I'm there, I'm trying to fucking ride. So yeah, I'm committing to this. Look at my hands, like the fucking hands of a gorilla. I think it's the years of BMX and like compression. Also like all the push-ups I do, I think make my hands wider. I work out quite a bit, by the way. Oh yeah, there's a break. I gotta get there. That's what's happening. I think this is the break that finally gets established. It's a Moonshot Rider. I like their new kits. They're cute. We love cute here. On the, yeah, I don't know where. Getting a little nervous again. That's when I start saying a lot. It's like the number one. Oh yeah, there's a truck. So yeah, we do our best to kind of close down traffic. But yeah, it doesn't always work. Also, if you saw, there's like the people from the trailer park that are close by just all have golf carts, and then they take them over and they like watch. It's kind of, it's like tailgating, but weirder. So yeah, I think this is the final breakaway that gets established. I'm not 100% sure. There's so many small breaks that go for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then they end up getting pulled back. So I think actually this is where the kind of like final thing separates out. I do some weaving right here. I go woo right through there, and it's, I wouldn't say like necessarily a super hard attack, but I don't know. Everyone's kind of spread out, and it was like a little bit of a lull, and I'm like, okay, they're right there, and just charging away. I look back. There's no one there. And I keep going. And this is it, I think. I think I make it. I think we do it. We make the break. I don't know how y'all have lasted this long. This is a long fucking video. This is like 14 minutes or something. Yeah, this is pretty well represented. You got a Torchy's guy, you got a Squadra guy, you got Crawford there on United. You got this fellow who's a Cat 3, very strong. He ended up breaking his collarbone at Fayetteville last week, though. So, again, I don't remember people's names. If I ask you, it's not because I don't care. It's because I am literally mentally challenged. So, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. It's the way God made me. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the break. This is the break that gets established. I made it. The rest of the field's pretty decimated. Like, I think we ended up cutting this down from, like, 60, 70 riders to, like, 30. So, yeah. Look at that beautiful leaning right there. Oh, right. So I think we have a... How many more minutes do I have left? Let me look at this. Quite a few. So there is someone up the road, I believe. Yeah, I can see someone. And we're all, like... We're coming into about 2 laps to go here, I think. Or maybe into a lap to go. People are very nice, too. They point out the potholes sometimes. There's Veggie Bird. Again, Zach. He wasn't in the break initially, but we had some like people kind of bridge up to us out of the initial group. So, or to the original group. Yeah, Crawford's up the road. He's like a pretty strong TT guy, so not someone I necessarily want to leave off. I'm getting distracted by how beautiful the light is at golden hour. Oh, so pretty. Love Texas. Whew, okay, we're still going. Now, actually, this is interesting. So, yeah, we are going to go into a lap to go. So we were at a lap and a half. And I kind of like just gave it a little surge, and then no one was behind me. And if I have like a gap of like 20 meters, it's going to be really fucking difficult for anyone to close it. And I think there's only like one person with a teammate in there. It's Bo and Gabe, and they're pretty gassed. You know, there was an instance too where Bo, in his conservative rage, kind of came out and started yelling. You know, there's the, I'm looking back, and I'm like, I still have a pretty sizable gap. So they're not working together. No one's kind of sacrificing themselves. They think I'll probably die, which I won't because I can't. As you saw in the image of this video, I am the second coming of Christ. I know that, sounds a little bit excessive, but I'm an excessive person. I am bringing crits back. I am trying to, revive them, much like Jesus was revived days later by a witch, I think. I don't know. I haven't read the Bible. Oh, okay. I did it again. I hate that. I'm trying to be more cognizant of it. Look at that beautiful, look at the shadow. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, we're committed. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty gassed. Like, it was a hard day, and so to commit, like, I'm like, okay, so like one lap, it's like 3 minutes, like, maybe like 400 or 500 watts probably like 500. But I'm trying to pace myself. I know if I catch him too soon, that kind of gives him a chance to, maybe get like a quick breather. He's going though. So, but I know if I keep it at like 29 miles an hour, it's like the group behind me is going to kind of struggle. There's also a tailwind a headwind in this section, so I know when I get him on the back straight, I can really fuck him over. The plan is to catch him right at like 100 or 200 meters to go, and then just sit in his draft for a hot second, and then fucking dip out. There's Willie. Yeah, he's encouraging me to go. Again, golden hour, so pretty. We're coming up on 200 meters to go. Someone's putting signs out, There's 200 meters. I'm sitting in this draft. And again, I don't even think I crack 1,000 watts. I think I just kind of like ride the time trial pace I was. I get to like 36 miles an hour. I post up and I win my own race, even though it's not necessarily a race that I own, by the way. So yeah, really fun.